I don't have a last time on video. It's Cohen passed out, and we took him to the hospital. Despite the length of the session, that's kind of the only real thing to mention, because we've, spent most of the playthrough going through the steps that we've already have been doing. Let me turn this volume up. Yeah, that's fine. Go through the steps that we already did in the second run and trying to figure out how to add more onto it. But guess what? Hey, we are finally on day 6. This is where the last run-through ended. Like, we didn't get any more information on day 6. Well, we did get a scene at the sheriff's department where Wolf was being questioned. In the hospital, I talked to the cop guarding Isabella, and there was nothing else. So 8:34 is when that that's when I got the scene. Maybe earlier, but that's when we got it. Right now it's 3:40. We could fast forward to that scene. Should we? Is there anything else that we should be doing? Well, everyone's asleep right now at 3:40. I don't think Loretta's selling tacos. Let's take a look. No, he's not selling tacos. Is there anything we want to do before everyone wakes up? I don't know if there's anything we can do, but one thing I want to see is if we can go back to Cohen's house. You may remember that we found Cohen collapsed in a distinctly decorated room. It was unusual. Like, there were papers around, there was a map on the wall that had a circle on it. It wasn't like a generic room. So, since Cohen's not home, he's at the hospital, I want to see if we can snoop around his house. It seems like that is as good of an idea as anything. Now, what we're hoping, of course, is that since now we know about Cougar, that we get more conversation happening on day 6, as well as, since Cohen collapsed, maybe we can get more information there. We now have 2 people in the hospital that we are waiting to wake up, Cohen and Isabella. We know that they have valuable information. We're waiting for both of them to get up at this point. Can we go in his house? It's locked. Knock, knock. Still asleep. No, he's at the hospital. I don't think there's a back door. Like, we can go around the back of it. No. Just want to see, is there anything we should be taking advantage of while Cohen is in the hospital? We can't get in there. Alright, I don't think we can get in here. Doesn't seem like it. Well, anything else we could try before people wake up? Well, something else I was thinking was that the reason he collapsed, like, he said he had a bad feeling about the big tree, so we looked at the big tree and then went back to him, and he collapsed. Could we go back to the big tree? Is there anything else to observe now that Cohen has had tree sickness, or whatever this was? Tree exhaustion. Let's just see if there's anything new to observe. The forest has been placed off limits. Huh? Did something happen in there? No, it's not that. But the sheriff told me to close it off. Wait, Morgan said that? But why close it again? Maybe another bear's prowling around. Really? Is the forest closed off now? Well, I mean, closed off to me, but not closed off to Dr. James, who's just gonna walk on through on night 7. For some reason, they let him through. Okay, Morgan has declared the woods to be sealed off. I would want to know why he did that. Alright, maybe we should go talk to Morgan. I mean, he's not awake yet. But I know where he lives. I think he might get up at around... I mean, he gets up early. We can see if we can get to his house before he gets up. How dare Morgan declare the woods off limits? Don't they know who I am? I'm Matthew. I'm single-handedly solving this case. And I say I need to look at the big tree. So we have 4 hours before we need to see the scene at the sheriff's department. Let's see. So, I did find where, like, early on in this playthrough, I did find where Morgan lives. It's on the north side, near where Dr. James lives. I assume his car will be in the driveway. Maybe it's not. Pretty sure he lives along here. Because in the first playthrough, I was, like, looking... I think I found... I was, like, looking at random houses, and I found his phone number here. But which house is it? No, I can't go there. I wonder if his car is not here because he's already gotten up. I'm pretty sure he gets up pretty early. Huh? I think that's Dr. James. I think that's his car. Knock, knock. Hey, you're up early. Right, well, we already spoke to him at the bar last night, so I don't have anything new to say. Was I wrong about where he lives? Because I thought he lived on the north side here. It's blocking me. Well... he's likely to go to the sheriff's department early in the morning. Morgan can be all around town. Like, sometimes he'll be at the sheriff's department, sometimes he'll be driving somewhere else. Sometimes he'll be hanging out at the Aston farm. Sometimes he'll be at the woods. Oh, wait. This is heading up towards the church. So far, our body count is Dennis, Mel, no, not Mel, I'm sorry, the bear, of course, Father Barton, and Isabella and Cohen are injured. Can we add more to that before the end of this thing? We can only hope. And again, if we're trying to find where Morgan is, like there is something we could try. Hold on a moment. Let's see. The number of his house was... He's never there, but his wife picks up. Okay. Too early. So I would assume that Morgan has closed the woods because maybe he spoke with Cohen, and Cohen is saying something bad is happening in the woods? That would be my assumption. Okay, he's not here. Let's fast forward that a little bit. We're at 6 o'clock now. Let's give that another try. Is he up now? Okay, Morgan himself picks up the phone. Just heading to the apartment. Be there around 8. All right. I'll be there around 8. And there's Hudson. Well, it's almost 8. It's 8. Well, he's not here. I don't see him. But that scene with Wolf is supposed to be happening soon. Oh, that scene is happening now. Were you questioning Wolf? Yes, about Isabella. Isabella's late husband was Wolf's younger brother. Yeah, we know this. We know about all this. Wolf had Isabella move to the town so he could take care of her, got Dennis to agree to rent her a room at the Ruins. The place wasn't taking any new tenants. Dennis was quite against it at first, but then he had a sudden change of heart. He let her live there for free. The reason was because Dennis let Isabella have the room, but only she could find folks interested in Epoch. Then Bonehead would deal with the clients that Isabella brought in. Dennis is also the one who decided Bonehead would be Isabella's driver. Oh, the way Wolf didn't know about this. So he must have known, but Isabella's singing was a hit too, and maybe he thought that Dennis could help Isabella. Isabella seemed to really be suffering. Wolf was being selfish. Of course I think so too. Wolf seemed to be regretting his actions now. He said once Isabella's better, he's going to take care of her himself. Wait, hold on, Morgan? Wait, Morgan. No, not that one. Facing the wrong door. Morgan, I need to ask you about the woods. Why did you close the woods? I want to look at the tree again. Morgan. I bet he's not really here. Like, he was there for the cutscene, but his car was not in the parking lot. His car wasn't in the parking lot. He teleported here for that scene, right? He's not going to be here. Damn it, Morgan. Where are you? Square, square, cross, square. Stein residence. You want to talk to me? Did Morgan say anything yesterday? He spoke about Cohen. Morgan was saying Cohen must have his own reasons for overseeing the forest. He said it probably wasn't a coincidence that Cohen was there that morning to find Kathy. That doesn't mean he suspects Cohen of anything. Morgan trusts Cohen completely. Well, it's fine. It's just I want to know where he is right now. He's not at the station. I need to find him and ask him why he closed the forest. I mean, maybe something else will come up. Maybe I don't need to talk to him about that, but it's kind of like the main thing on my mind right now. Where did he go? His car here? I do not see his car here. Like, Cohen's car is here, but Morgan's is not. Maybe let's try the woods. Maybe he's investigating the woods. Let's look at Cohen's driveway. Nope. Yep, he's here. Morgan? Why did you close the woods? I want to look at the big tree. The forest off limits. Did something else happen in there? I don't know about that. Cohen absolutely insisted we close it off for some reason, except for Dr. James, who is allowed to go in and out as he pleases. Really? Cohen? Could be another bear. Well, after what happened with Kathy, this is the least we can do. I see. There's something odd about the forest. I should ask Cohen about it. Is he awake? I mean, if he is, I do want to talk to him about it. They weren't letting me see Cohen last night. I don't know if that's just because it was late, or did they not want me to talk to him yet? But maybe we can talk to him now. Alright, I believe he was upstairs next to Isabella's room. Hey, Dr. Sam. Is Dennis's body here? Yes, in the basement. I heard he shot himself. Yes, he died instantly. And it was definitely a suicide. It's not my job to determine that. All I know, that bullet blew his brains out. Plus, we found a suicide note, so there can't be any doubt. Let's see. Can I look? Can I see the body? I mean, probably not. They never let me see the body. Well, there's only one body I'm interested in right now. A living one. Okay, I can go in. I can. Are you alright? Matthew, thanks for saving me. I think I broke the lock on your window. Don't worry about that. Morgan was really worried. Yeah, he lectured me on taking better care of my health. Why has the forest been placed off limits? Oh, that. Forest feels wrong. Like something bad will happen there. Not a good answer? Bad how? That I don't know. But it's the same feeling I had on the night of the 24th. What are you overseeing the forest for anyway? Huh? Matthew, I have a favor to ask. There's an envelope on the desk in my room. Could you go and get it? An envelope? Sure, I don't mind. It's very important. Bring it to me. I'll tell you about the forest. That's the key to my lodge. All right. So we can get to snoop around his house. Just that we had to do it in this order. I've been advised to forget my worries and just rest. You have like a tape player? You want to listen to Eternal? Nah, can't interact with it. And I don't suppose Isabella's up. Probably not. Tall man with mean-looking eyes came to visit Isabella. Probably Wolf. Can I go in there? No. Because, you know, I'm sure she could just crack everything open if she was able to talk to us. She'd be able to tell us exactly where Emma is. So we won't get that for a bit, I assume. Hey, Dr. James. Anything about the Emma case stand out to you? Yeah, a few things, Doc. A few things. Alright, let's head back to Cohen's house. He has a nice house. Like, we don't see the inside of too many houses. He's got a pretty nice lodge. Alright, he said go up to the room. I assume he means the room that we found him. This is still locked. Alright, let's go in through the door we broke open. It was funny that we had to use the crowbar 3 times. The first 2 times I used it, it said, it's no use. Just gotta try it a 3rd time. Alright, what is this? Can we look at it? It's not letting me look at it, but I guess this is the envelope. Is this the envelope Cohen was talking about? U.S. Department of Defense. The cover says, Project Mizzurna. Mizzurna. That's the name of this town. We got Cohen's envelope. This is the envelope Cohen asked me to get. The cover says Project Mizzurna. Mizzurna. Was the military doing something secret in this town? Heaven forfend. Still can't look at this. Can I unlock this door? No, I guess not. Can I look at this stuff? There's like airplanes and jets, I guess? They're pretty low res, but I think that's what that was. Cabinets and more photos. I guess this is the only thing we can actually look at. Maybe the military discovered that the death journey ritual was all real, and they had to cover it up. They can't let anyone know about this. If this information got out, and you had people from all over coming in droves, lining up to kill themselves to try to get immortality. Well, I mean, tourism here would go way up. Like Lorraine's Diner? Be making a killing. Back to the hospital. All right, now we're getting to some real meat. It looks like. Let's find out about Project Mizzurna. Is this the envelope? Thanks. You've been a big help. It says Project Mizzurna. Mizzurna means it's got something to do with this town, right? Yeah. Did you look inside? No, I had a feeling I shouldn't. I see. Does this have something to do with you overseeing the forest? If it's a military secret, I understand. No, it's not really something that needs to be a secret anymore. It was a long time ago. You know I was in the military until 5 years ago, right? Yeah, you were a colonel. Back then, I was assigned to Los Alamos, New Mexico, and happened to see this file. When I read it, I realized it was a report of the case that happened here way back when. You mean 40 years ago? The murder committed by Cougar. You know about it? Yeah, he killed someone to perform the death journey ritual. Right. Barbara said that the police back then were overwhelmed and that the military did all kinds of investigations. They weren't just investigating the murder. They were investigating the ritual itself. The case interested me. After my assignment was finished, I decided to find out for myself what happened in the forest here. So that's why you're investigating the forest? The entire Cougar case hinges on this town's forest. You said that when you found Kathy, there were signs nearby, like perhaps a ritual took place. Was that the death journey ritual? That's what I thought too, but there's no proof. Nothing left that could be connected to the death journey ritual. Something connected to the ritual. What about the necklace that was caught in the bear's claws? Necklace? You found something like that? I had no idea. Yeah, with a native design. I think it was Kathy's. That's the prophet necklace! The prophet necklace? What's that? The prophet guides performers of the ritual, showing them the way. So that would be the guy who's standing up in the cave painting, right? Right. The prophet puts on the necklace and then receives the life force of the earth. So then Kathy and Emma did perform the ritual that day. It's possible. No, in fact, there's no doubt about it. They performed the ritual. But by pure chance, we're attacked by a bear in the middle of it. Bear, nothing to do with the ritual, Matthew. Absolutely nothing. They performed the ritual. Matthew, go and tell all this to Morgan and ask him to come here. Got it. Wow. About this Project Mizzurna. What about it? Why is it called Mizzurna and not Mizzurna Falls? It said that those who perform the death journey ritual meet with the Mizzurna. The Mizzurna? In the native language, it means the Great One, or the Truth. The name of the project was taken from that. I see. Who knows what would happen to me if you hadn't come running in. All right. Wow, Matthew actually putting various facts together. He's actually being a detective now. The things he's been learning throughout the case, he's assembling them. All right, he said find Morgan. And also, we now know that the necklace used to be Kathy's, but Kathy gave it to someone, and that someone would have been the prophet who was guiding them on the ritual. So who was the prophet, I wonder? Who was the third person who would have helped our two girls on their way? And then a bear attacked him. Did it save it? I still love that the bear is just a complete coincidence in this whole thing. So just want to check. No, Morgan's car is not here, so we'll go probably back to the woods. All right, so that necklace coming back around, and Morgan would be the one with the necklace. So, I mean, can we see what's in the Project Mizzurna file? Did the military actually determine if there's any validity to the ritual? Did they try it out themselves? Okay, Morgan's not here. So, let's see if his wife knows anything. No, he's going to be home late tonight. All right, so he might be at the station. Doesn't necessarily have to be. So let's see. Got to find Morgan for Cohen. We're waiting for Isabella to wake up. Another possible thing is the church basement, which we got on the second run-through, but no, there was never any, like, observations or conversation about it. I feel like now, with all of these facts coming together, church basement is going to be relevant, so there's still that. We could also go into the town square just to see if anyone's. That wasn't Morgan. See if Lorraine's saying anything or Nas is saying anything. Nas is just thinking about bears, of course. I'm sure. Winona, you won't believe it. Uncle Nas is such. Okay, you don't care about any of this. Come on, Winona. We got some serious stuff here. Take a look at this. I cannot show her Project Mizzurna. Alright. Fine. I guess we're doing this on our own. What? Hey, Mel's bike is here. And it's upright. What the heck? Can I kick it over? No, I cannot. What's Mel? What was Mel released from jail? I mean, last we saw him, Morgan was taking him to the hospital to identify Dennis. But he's not getting released, is he? What the hell? Why is he out? What the... Mel? How is he out of jail? You like a bite to eat? Sure. Give me a ham and egger. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. That ham and egg business. Yum, 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 yum. So I'm trying to think. I guess they said they couldn't find the money. from the diner. So I guess technically maybe they don't have evidence that Mel was one of the robbers. Maybe that's why he's out? I don't know. I feel like he shouldn't be out. Or maybe in Mizzurna Falls, if your father dies, that's like a get-out-of-jail-free card. Well, all right, you scamp. Your dad's dead. I guess that means you can go free. Well, one of his dads is. The second dad, the second Dennis, is still out there somewhere. This is a great shop. It sure is. Any news on another bear sighting? Well, they did close the woods. There might be another bear. Might be all in this report. Yeah, we can't show anyone this report. Well, that's because Matthew is a good boy, after all. It's military secrets. Okay, police station. Vroom vroom. So as I mentioned, currently, like throughout this third run, we've been following mostly a schedule and figuring out what else we could fit in there. But as I mentioned, we are currently in uncharted territory. I have no schedule. I'm just trying to figure this out as we go. So I know Morgan... We need to talk to Morgan. Gotta find him. Don't know where he is. That's one thing. Church basement is also a second thing. Yeah, okay. There's Morgan. He's at the sheriff's department. So we're just winging it right now. We have nothing to go on, aside from what the game's telling us right now. Will that be enough to make it to the end? We will see. We are on day 6 out of 7. There's not too much now if we actually have everything. I feel like we followed up on everything the game has given us, though. Knock, knock. Guess who's got some military secrets about this town? You know about the Death Journey ritual? What? That sounds terrible. Yeah, it does. It does, actually. Well, so you're saying that on the night of the 24th, Kathy and Emma performed this ritual. Yeah. How suspicious. I guess I better speak to Cohen. Alright, so he's... I don't suppose we can show you this. This? You know what this is? Huh? What are you doing with this envelope? Got it from Cohen. I see. What about his key? What's with this key? It's for lost and found, I'll take it. Nah. Alright, so he's gonna go talk to Cohen. Compare notes about what we've discovered so far with, and how it relates to Cougar and the Death Journey ritual and Project Mizzurna. What? Why are you here, Mel? Come here to gloat? No. Why are you at the police station? Mel, do you want to see something classified? This is a military secret. What? Are you saying I've got something to do with that? I guess not. You've had your hands full. Sorry, even that. Yeah, you probably don't have anything to do with the magic ritual to gain immortality. Okay, so maybe Morgan's going back to the hospital? Let's save a game. Alright, so maybe if we go back to the hospital, we'll get a scene with them? That could be possible. Hey, Barbara. No, I don't want to open that. No, this lady's standing in my way. The head doctor's here is lazy. Check this out. Check. I'm not supposed to show you. Looks like a very official sort of envelope. Cohen asked me to bring it. I don't know what it is, but it reeks of secrecy. Have you looked inside it? No, I thought I'd better not. That's right. He only asked you to bring it, not to pry. But you know, if it were me, I'm not doing it. All right. So tight. It's about your sister's murder. What's this? It's the key to Cohen's lodge. Then go and put it in the door there. Why are you showing me to it for? It's a good point. Why am I showing that? Secrets. You know anything about this? Looks like a fake envelope. What do you mean? It's probably a love letter inside. Ha ha! Love letter to immortality. Seems that Emma and Kathy really did perform the death journey ritual that night. How do you know? Cohen said the necklace found on the body of the bear that attacked Kathy was a traditional part of the ritual. The prophet necklace. Is something wrong? No. Where's the necklace now? I think it's at the sheriff's department. I see. I heard that from Cohen that people who perform the ritual meet with something called the Mizzurna. Yes, they meet and become one with the Mizzurna, and then they are reborn. What is this Mizzurna? Interested, huh? Coming to my house tonight. Yeah? I'll tell you everything I know about the Mizzurna and the death journey ritual? Goodness, a one-on-one visit with Dr. James? What time should I come? Ahem. Around 11:30. All right. No, not that one. We already showed him that one. What's that envelope? Cohen asked me to bring it. Never heard of that project before. Cohen, huh? Maybe some kind of military project? Maybe. All right. Let's remember, we have an appointment at Dr. James's house at 11:30 tonight where he's going to tell us everything. I wonder if we should have told him about the mural in the church basement. He'd be interested in that. I mean, I don't have a way of telling him that. I don't have, like, an item that represents it. Guess I'm old now, too. Right, well, nothing new from him. It's probably fine that we told Dr. James that the prophet necklace is in the sheriff's department. You know, that's fine. Okay, so Morgan's not here. I don't know if there's going to be a time where he comes to talk to Cohen. But we did talk to Morgan. We talked to him about the necklace. We showed him the file. So I don't think there's anything else there to do with that. We have an appointment with Dr. James. So it's good we came back to the hospital. 11:30 p.m. We're going to know all the secrets. Of course, we have a lot of time between now and 11:30 p.m. Okay, so we've been in Cohen's lodge. We can't go in the woods. We've been in the hospital. Maybe it's time to go back to the church? Why don't we go to the Aston farm? I mean, there's probably no one there. We haven't been there. I mean, we were there for Morgan to say Dennis shot himself. I don't know. Maybe there might be something something happening there. But I feel pretty good about the events that have been happening. I think it seems like we're making progress. Well, Dennis's car is... Oh, I'm sorry, protesters. I'm sorry, but... What are you gonna do? Hi there. Only 2 of the 3 protesters, though. 3rd protester is not here. Maybe someday we'll get the key to go in here. Maybe someday. That's not now, though. That's not right now. Okay, that's locked. Just wanted to see if there is anything new happening. But no one's here, except the protesters who are still protesting. They want better living conditions, but, I mean... I don't know who's gonna hear them now. Okay, so we went into the town square. Nas did not have anything to say. Lorraine did not have anything to say. Winona, we found her in there. Didn't have anything to say. I guess we could also go up to Emma's house, see if Sarah has anything. Any comment. It's right here. No, actually, no. This is town square. I drove away from it. It's fine. It's fine. Doesn't seem like Emma's house is very relevant as we get later on into the game. I think that one relevant thing that we have not done anything yet is the church basement. We've seen it. Matthew did not comment on it, and he's not told anyone about it. But it's there. And I'm hoping now that, you know, that stuff's been happening, that maybe we can get some kind of observation. I wonder if they're going to get a new priest for Mizzurna Falls. Like, Barton was the son of the previous priest, so I guess it's been a kind of a hereditary position, but they're going to need to get someone new in here. Alright, let's go see if we can do... Let's go see if we can do anything in that basement. She's just gonna pray for me. The answer to any trouble lies in prayer. Well, I don't know how useful it's been recently. This guy is still here. This guy is praying 24/7 about the new year. Why is this happening to you, Emma? Hope you're not suffering. I'd swap places with you only if I could. And can we still not go in? No, okay. Yeah, I don't expect we can go back in there. It just was open that one time. But there's gotta be something. Gotta be something with this. This can't be nothing. Oh. Why, hello. Matthew? What are you doing here? I thought there might still be some clues left over from when Cougar lived here. Who would have thought I'd find something like this here? What is it? This is a painting of the death journey ritual. Cougar probably painted it. What's this round thing? It's the full moon. And beneath it, the dead. So, it takes a full moon to reawaken the dead. A full moon. Wasn't there a full moon on the 24th? Yes, and the next one will be the night of the 31st. It only takes 1 week to get a second full moon. This is a special death full moon. You get it after 1 week. The 31st. Are there any other clues? Not a scrap. I hear Father Barton burned all of Cougar's research. Yeah, the nun did say that. Couldn't get rid of this, though, could he? Guess not. He could have painted it. Gonna head back now. See ya. Alright, we got like a little sound effect when he mentioned the 31st. So that's something. Like, we get that little sound when the game wants you to... When, like, the game is progressing something. Alright. So Dr. James has seen Cougar's mural. Does that help him out any? With his, you know, research? Let's save a game. 12:34, our appointment is at 11:30. What else can we do? I feel like we've gotten some important stuff. I feel like if there is something else that's gonna happen, it's gonna have to happen with Morgan and Cohen. Cohen wanted Morgan to come back and talk to him. Morgan said he was gonna do that, but I don't know what time he would be doing that. Might as well just make a quick stop at the workers' housing. See if anyone's there. No one's parked here. Be funny if we saw the guy in the yellow just wandering around. Doesn't know what to do with himself. I don't see anyone. And when are we gonna see Bonehead again? He just vanished. Maybe he's in the barn as well. It's like the only hiding place left. So, okay, even if we don't have the evidence to pin Dr. James, even if, Matthew does not suspect him, we've been told about the Death Journey ritual. We know that the only place that the Death Journey ritual can take place is the big tree. The nun said that. I presume that would be backed up in the Project Mizzurna file. We are establishing it can only be done on a full moon, which is going to be the 31st. Could we just tell Morgan that if someone's going to do this ritual, it's going to have to be at the big tree on the 31st? It has to be that. Maybe we should stake that out. I feel like we're not going to be able to say anything about that. No? Oh, there we go. Like, this thing that we're talking about can only happen at one specific place during a full moon, so I feel like it should be pretty easy to monitor it. Not that way. That's the way out of Mizzurna Falls. Why don't we, check out the school, see if Liz has anything to say? Probably not. I kind of feel like the Barbara and Liz part of the story, is probably done. We had to find out about Cougar, and now that we've done that, I feel like we're going to use that information on the main case. I don't know if Barbara and Liz would have any more information for us. Oh, hello. It's tiring visiting my grandmother. I do visit. You know I visit. I brought her like a big box of cigarettes. You didn't like that. Oh, hi, Dr. James. Not skipping work. I'm not the head doctor. Forget I said that. Visiting the library for your history books. He sometimes visits the history section. Though, I don't think we can actually look at the books he looks at. I mean, we could try. I don't think it lets us. Like, we could go back in. So the section he looks at is this one, which is history. He stands here, but we can't actually look at these books. So what is he trying to look for? We don't know. He just says that it's part of his research. Hey, Winona. I was considering maybe talking to her, but she doesn't have anything to say at this point. Alright, he's not here. So let's go check out the hospital. Car is vanishing. Do not see Morgan's car. You're visiting Cohen? Yeah, seems there's no need for concern. Samuel said Cohen's suffering from sleep deprivation. He's been patrolling the forest a lot lately. Something's been bothering him. I'd prefer if he worried about his own health a little more. Why did you ask Cohen to oversee the forest? Actually, he suggested it. I didn't really think it was necessary, but thanks to him, we found Kathy alive, and the bear hunt was a success. That's true, but what's in the forest that needs to be monitored? Who knows? He knows the forest better than anyone. He must have his reasons. Have you eaten? Alright, well, I just happened to walk into Morgan as he was walking out, so we had a little conversation about Cohen. Anything new here? No, that's the same thing. And I mean, we've already showed him the envelope, yeah. Okay. So nothing new there. We did talk to Morgan, but I don't know what we would want to follow that up with. And Isabella's still out, I assume. Yeah. Yeah. Time for examinations. There is always the option, of course, of fast-forwarding to 11:30, but I feel like that's so much time. There's gotta be stuff happening in between then and now. Where you? There is like a doctor's office around here that he goes into. Yes, to the left. It's the door to the left here. I mean, sometimes he's in here. Yeah, we do not get colds often. Alright, we can talk to Dr. James one more time. there anyone else? I feel like there's nothing else at the moment. Oh, by the way, is there anything new on the board? Dennis Aston, yeah, has committed suicide. Involvement in the drug scandal. Down talk. Full Moon Party Committee, right? And I think those are probably the last updates to the board. Well, unless something big happens that didn't happen last time. What do you know, sir? He's not sick or injured. He's just going to the hospital. Alright, let's save a game. Alright, so... I don't know if anyone is doing anything. I mean, we could talk to Sarah. Emma's house is right here. Let's just see if there's anything else that comes up. Check out this secret file. Have you ever heard of this project? I don't know. What is it? Is there anything else to show? What about Kathy's note? What if she was attacked by the bear, just like Kathy? Would have found her by now. Emma got away. Okay, no, we already got that conversation. I can't believe Father Barton committed suicide, or that he raised his hand to Kathy. It's tragic. Sarah, Kathy's funeral is over. I heard from Steve. Poor Father Barton. Did I not get this conversation before? I guess I didn't talk to her after the funeral. Can't find any proof that Kathy and Emma were together. Well, I couldn't on day 2, but now we're on day 6. Complete new era. Alright, well, there's nothing else in there. So, we got like a little thing from her saying, I can't believe Father Barton committed suicide, so she's one of the few people to actually acknowledge Father Barton shooting himself. I feel like that should be bigger news in the town. Alright, so that's done. Nothing happened in the town square or the police station. We could go back to the police station, or the school, or the Aston farm. We had a scene in the church. I don't expect we'll get another. Probably not anyway, this soon. Nothing happened in the school. We already were in the hospital. Morgan's back here. Anything new? How long is that movie showing for again? I just want to solve this case so I can go see it. Oh yeah, his favorite dog movie. I guess nothing new there. Alright. Then the conference room. Anything new? Aston Farm. Dennis's warehouse. Dennis is the one who is buying and selling Epoch. Not a lot of work goes on in the winter. The warehouse is basically empty. But Dennis dead is going to stay that way for a while. Well, I mean, maybe there might be something or someone in it. Nope, didn't want to press that. Junkyard. Epoch was found at the junkyard. Hasn't made use of it in some years. Drug owners there without permission. Placed off limits. Isabel is brought to the hospital, suffering a gunshot wound, currently in coma. Isabel stated that Emma is still alive before losing consciousness. Possible Dennis, same man is keeping Isabella hostage, haunting Emma. With Dennis dead, all I can wait for Isabel to recover. 40 years ago, bizarre murder occurred in front of the big tree. Murderer Cougar killed the girl and hopes of getting eternal life by meaningless satanic ritual. Emma was interested in the so-called death journey ritual. We can assume that she went to the forest on 25th report with Kathy. We discovered that Mel is the one who broke into Emma's room around 3 p.m. on the 26th, but apparently Emma's diary was taken. Apartment with Isabella, who may hold the key to the Epoch mystery, lives. It's an old building. Locals call it the Ruins. I didn't think anyone actually lived there. Apparently Mr. Oz lives there too. The building owned by Dennis Aston. It's like he owns half the town. Robbery occurred at 27th at noon. The robbery was organized by Mel Aston. Lorraine was involved against her will. Mel simply needs some spending money. Lorraine's testimony is dire need a large amount of cash to pay for drugs. School both Kathy and Emma attended. Main building was off limits. Two were in different grades. Doesn't seem to interact with that school. Kathy didn't have many friends. Joined the planning committee for the moon party held earlier this month. Could be related further going to the forest 24th. Bar Wolves. Name suggests bar is run by Wolf Town's not a top spot. Emma's regular. Little cabin where Isabel was held hostage, built on a remote area of the Falls Shore. No one's ever lived there. Dennis Aston knows the property as well. Land on Aston Farm where the farm workers live. Buildings are quite old. Recently, workers have been lobbying for innovations. Seems Dennis won't budge on the issue, though. Empty buildings used as a hideout by Mel after robbing the diner. Could Mills use the building as something to do with Dennis's reluctance to renovate? Father Barton has committed suicide. Seems to get with the guilt of choking his own daughter. All right, well, that's everything. You know, for a conference room, we haven't actually had any conferences in here. Alright, so nothing from Morgan at this point. Alright, so I think we've exhausted just about everything. Or at least it seems that way. Maybe let's, since we have Cohen's key, maybe we could just go back to his house one more time. I don't think there would be anything else there, but... So, first time we were here, took a look around the kitchen area. Nothing was coming up. But... Just make sure. Wouldn't put it past this game to just have something essential lying around. Should probably put this fire out. Don't know why we don't unlock the door. We've been on the other side of the door. We can just unlock the door. Yeah, I can't look at that. Right, so we did look around in here. Nothing came up. I would like him to observe this map, but he is not. Okay, no. Does not seem like he's seeing anything. Well, just wanted to double check. I suppose it might be possible that if you didn't do everything earlier in the week, maybe there's some free time right now to try to get some additional things done. I guess that could always be possible. I did pack in a lot of things in those early days, so maybe that's resulting in a bit more free time right now. Alright, so, since nothing's happening right now, what I think we're going to do is we are going to save a game, and we're going to fast forward to the bar opening. We're driving by Loretta. She still hasn't, oh, there she is. She doesn't seem like she has anything to say to us, though. You'd think she'd want to follow up on Barton. Yeah. Yeah, we can't show her any of these. Loretta basically doesn't exist in the game, except for that one bit. Alright, let's save a game. Right there, and let's do it slowly. Just in case we get a phone call. Could happen. Could be an unexpected phone call saying Isabella has woken up. So people went in, but I don't think I can go in until 8. Looks like Mel's here. Drowning his sorrows about his dead daddy. Have you seen Bonehead? That bald bastard. Where's he disappear to? Wow, Mel, you and Lorraine are sitting far apart from each other, aren't you? Matthew, you shouldn't be here. Oh, by the way, did I show you the secret files that I'm not supposed to show? I cannot show you them. Hey, Wolf. You want to look at the secret files? Secret. You know anything about this? Project Mizzurna. Never heard of it. Nothing to do with me. I thought a lot about what Emma was struggling with. She believed in the existence of things which humans can't understand, but she knew those things would not help her live. To believe in such things is to separate oneself from humankind. I'm still a bit in the dark about what Emma was struggling with. Well, let's fast forward a bit, see if anyone comes in. Where did Bonehead go, by the way? Mel's looking for Bonehead. Well, why would Mel want to find Bonehead? He paid him the money. Like, the transaction was complete. Does Mel really need to speak to Bonehead again? Everyone's just sitting at the bar for a long time. Drowning their sorrows. Here's our stalker friend. I don't think he has anything new to say. Right, we just can talk to him and find out Isabella's phone number, which doesn't actually help. It seems like we can get everyone's phone numbers, but I don't really know why in many cases. Well, I mean, Bodyguard's here, but Isabella's not. Hey, Morgan. Keep coming here, I'll end up like Mel. Oh, is it time for our meeting, Dr. James? Pretty sure that's his car. Yep. Well, I mean, I know where he lives. Well, let's just tail him anyway. I mean, I guess you would have had to if you hadn't found out previously. Because I found out because we tailed him on night 7. of the first run, right? But, I mean, if you had never done that, I guess you would have had to do this at this point, right? Hopefully you didn't miss James leaving the bar, since you would not have been running this on an emulator. You've been running this on your real PlayStation. All right. What knowledge, what wisdom, what knowledge and information and lore is Dr. James going to bestow upon us? It's the Loloma resident. Yeah, that is his last name, Loloma. I always call him Dr. James. Just a sec. Wow, you sure have a lot of books. Have you read them all? Ah, here it is. What's that? This is a book I'm reading, written by a scholar who investigated the ritual a long time ago. It says that to perform the Death Journey ritual, one must take a certain drug and enter a state of temporary death. The prophet places the sacred necklace around the neck of the one undergoing the ritual. Okay, so Kathy would have had to have been wearing it, and that's why the bear got the necklace stuck in its claws. He who enters death will encounter many strange and never-before-experienced things, and finally, the Mizzurna will descend and enter their soul. The dead person, now one with the Mizzurna, will be reborn with full knowledge of the other side. Is that round thing on the wall painting the Mizzurna? Oh, good guess. Can we get a look at that? I can't really make it out from here. What does that mean exactly? The Mizzurna will descend. To the natives, the Mizzurna was like a god. It represented meeting that god. God would descend from the heavens to be one with their soul. The very meaning of this town's name is the Mizzurna that descends. Gasp, it's not named after the waterfall after all. Mizzurna falls. Wait, it isn't named after the waterfall? Well, that's part of it too, I'm sure. But the true original meaning is quite different. I don't quite get it. What don't you get? Just why people would want to have anything to do with something like that. I don't believe in the supernatural. Why do you think these things, gods, demons, miracles, have appeared in human history since ancient times? One reason is because we have to live here on this planet, which we still know so little about. Another reason is how all of those things exist in some shape or form. What, you're saying the Mizzurna is real? I don't know exactly what it is, but yes, and I want to see it for myself. Then why don't you go and perform the Death Journey ritual? If I ever get the chance, I will. I'm going home. I feel like I'm going nuts when I talk about this stuff. I mean, he's going to do it if he ever gets the chance, but he has to try it out on other people first to see if it works. Like Cougar. Cougar had to have some tests. Alright, that's our meeting with Dr. James. Yeah, when you said you wanted to try that out if you ever had the chance, did you mean like tomorrow night? Never mind. Alright. Well, it's 11:14. Is this the end of day 6? Or would there be anything else to do? I mean, it should be the case that no one's around this late at night, unless there was a special event of some kind. And if there's nothing, then I guess we're just gonna go home. We can't go to the hospital at this time. And that's where the big juicy stuff is, right? That's where Isabella is. If she would wake up. Woof woof. Dawn of the final day. Well, I'm feeling pretty good about how day 6 went. We got some good information. The woods are closed off because Cohen wanted it. We spoke to Cohen, got into his house, got the Project Mizzurna file, which he talked to us about. We talked to Morgan, and we found out about the prophet necklace. And of course, we talked to Dr. James about it, found out about the ritual and the details of the Mizzurna and how this is supposed to work. And that Dr. James wants to try it himself if he ever gets a chance, you know? If he ever gets the chance. Which, who knows when that might be. And I mean, also, we went to the church basement and we met Dr. James there. We got a little scene with him there. Again, I'm just feeling like since Matthew knows that this ritual has to be done at this tree on a full moon, that it really limits the points in time which this could be done, so maybe we should just tell Morgan to stake out the tree tonight? Like, maybe we could do that. I don't know. It seems like a good idea. But the important thing is that as we enter day 7, I have no schedule. Nothing. I don't know what it is we're going to be doing on day 7. I feel like we've done a lot. We've had a lot of conversations. We've had a lot of scenes. I do not know where we need to go or who we need to talk to. Morgan had nothing new to say. Cohen had nothing new to say. We got something with Dr. James. Maybe there's something new there. Isabella hasn't woken up yet. Maybe she will wake up today. I feel like the whole thing is just her waking up and telling us that Emma's in the barn. She has to be in the barn. There's nowhere else in the town left for someone to be hidden. Isabella's got to wake up today and tell us she's in the barn, and then we're going to go in the barn. Now, if we do that, that will get us Emma back. And I guess at that point, Emma would be able to tell us who the prophet was when she and Kathy went to the forest. Whoever could it be? I don't know. Who could say? Could be anyone. It would have to be someone who is extremely interested in the Death Journey ritual, extremely interested in meeting the Mizzurna, with reams of knowledge about these occult rituals. And if it ties into the drug manufacturing in the town, it would need to be someone with knowledge of pharmacology who is capable of actually synthesizing the epoch, which is being sold out of this town. I don't know who fits this description. Who fits this? Well, only Emma can tell us. But I think Isabella has to wake up first. So we're entering day 7, and I don't know what we're going to do if Isabella doesn't wake up. We're going to find out as we continue and possibly conclude Mizzurna Falls. I'm a little, anxious to say conclude because it could always be that we're missing something that's going to prevent us from concluding. I guess we'll find out next time.